We started the groundworks on our garage shop project knowing nothing about concrete. But as this phase rapidly draws to a close, we are happy to have progressed to master novices.
Always the same, once you get to the last one, you become pretty proficient at it.
Attention to detail has been crucial. Now we are working to a supplier's drawings and tolerances. And after 35 years together, we are still finding new things out about each other.
Julie's nose is exactly 1.5 metres. Actually, I can just use you as a straight edge.
Follow us along as we complete the concrete phase and prepare for the French drainage system and driveway. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, and to support our channel, give us a cheeky thumbs up.
Just trying to work out my shuttering bend here. We will see. From the top. Now transfer, instead of these little clamps, because you can see they're in the way, to the masonry clamp.
Oh, that's how it works.
Pretty solid. I've just adjusted the backboard for a tiny, probably 2mm of fall. So any water that sits on top of the wall will fall back into what will be a little line of gravel and then ultimately go down into the French drain at the bottom.
So Ian's decided to put a third one on to stop bowing, just in case.
You got it?
I've just popped back to the homestead to collect a rather larger hose pipe because Ian's moved where the cement mixer is, so we don't have enough hose pipe to get from the IBC unit over to make our concrete now. Right, let's go back to find Ian. Oh, here we go. First mix.
Just a small one for the top of this wall.
My job, I'm the bucket filler.
Here we go again. Posty's found us again.
Special delivery.
That's my concrete nails. It's not what I thought it was.
Got a teeny bit there. I'll give you this and I'll start doing the buckets.
Yeah. Quite lucky with the mixes. That was basically half a bag of cement. So one whole mix, as we call it, eight buckets of sand, half a bag of cement, and a dab of hydrofuge. Just mag floating off the tops because I think by the morning I can come back and just finish it all off. So I've just got to do that bit there, and then we'll cover it in our spare tarpaulins now. And Julie is just covering up everything, getting it ready. That's the trouble, not living on site. We have to tidy up every night. Right, we will see you tomorrow, because tomorrow is gravel day. What are you doing up there? Hey? And another one, look at them. Waiting. Hey? I know. Good morning. Another morning on the site. Along with this, the wall capping we're doing, it's all in preparation for the French drainage behind this retaining wall. So today is yet another gravel day. Julie's just gone off to get the rental truck, and we're going to try and get probably about 12 tons today of 2040 gravel and a bit of 030, I think it's called. And we're going to pile it up, get it over the top of the wall when we've got all the drainage in, and then the rest of it we're going to increase the height of the driveway to meet the top of the finished surface of the garage. So that's the plan. So today is just tons and tons of gravel. Before we go too crazy with all the gravel, we've got to get that little mini digger down onto the pad so we can actually get access down there with it. And also in between gravel loads, there's a little bit of extra work that needs to be done, and this is a good opportunity to do that. All right, you ready?
Where do you want me to hold the board?
Julie, I'm going to knock these out. I'm knocking these out, so I'm going to knock the side ones out, leaving the centre one in. So you just got to make sure the board doesn't just fall on the floor. Take this one off. Just take the weight off. Got it?
Yeah.
There you go, this end. You got it? And then hold that.
Yeah, I'm holding it.
You got it. This one. These work alright, huh? I don't know whether your dad knows it's these ones or not. You got it? Mm-hmm. Alright, now. So this is the one where the boards will fall now.
Yeah, well, I'll hold this and you...
Well, no, not that end. You've got to hold it in the middle, you did. Just like me. Alright?
Yeah.
Okay. You take your board.
I've got my board.
Well, take your board out now.
Oh, okay.
Quick.
Yeah.
Put it on the floor. Take this off me. Oh, you.
What?
We've just taken the shuttering off, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with my first attempt. It's tied in the corner really nicely. It's still a bit moist to the touch, but I wanted to take it off as soon as I could so it could start curing a bit better, especially with this bit of nice sun. Just brought the mini digger down, so I've just got to change the bucket now. I'm going to change it over to the 20 centimetre. It's the first time I've actually used it, so and that's to get rid of this little mess down here. I'm going to try and just square that off, level it off, and we're going to backfill with some gravel. But I don't want to do too much because we're going to be putting a little mini wall along this section here. And then I get the added distraction of Julie and the gravel. I better go and do that. Biggest bit of a pain, the small bucket's got a smaller thread for the lock nuts, and of course I've got 10mm and there might be 12 and I need 10, or the other way around, 10 to 8 or something like that. Anyway, I haven't got them, so I'm using the bucket with no lock bolts, so every so often the little the shaft is coming out. I'm near enough finished now, so I don't want to damage it. I'll get some proper ones when I get back to the workshop, get those in, re-grease it all, and then well, I've got to change the bucket to the 80cm anyway for all this gravel. So this is just a quick job while Julie is going backwards and forwards for the gravel. I just want to clear this space out and put gravel there in readiness for the footings for the small wall later on. Halfway through the gravel, and my neighbour is having that big tree, that one there, cut down. It'd be really good actually, because that is our south facing, so good for the solar. Well, that was pretty good. And Julie's just got back with the next load, so I better go and reverse that. Well, it's been quite a productive day on the gravel front. Julie's just gone off to get the last 3 or 4 tons of 020, you know, the dusty stuff. But this is the stuff we're going to be using behind the wall. So we've now got probably in the region of 12 ton. There's 12 trips and each trip's around a ton, so they normally put a little bit more in. But yeah, the little mini digger now got the 80 centimetre bucket on and is in position to whip that over the top of that wall there.
And then this is grinding all the top off the little rebar we left in the wall. We're slowly working our way along. We've done this section of the hall in front of us.
I think you are a test.
You just called me a tit?
A test?
Oh, well, I'm a bit of both.
Yeah, well, that doesn't work. Here, just hold it up. At this point, I exchanged Julie for a clamp. I'm just putting these little top pads on just to give me something to aim for the other side. Julie will push that board up and I can clamp it on and then just quickly screw it just to hold it really. It's not to level it, it's just to hold it in place.
I'm still in the soup of mud.
It's not very nice, this bit. We got one slight low spot in the concrete, and that's where I physically had to give up on the concrete day. It was right in the centre and I just didn't want to make any more mess with footprints and things. So we're just sweeping this little puddle out the way. That's going to be indoors anyway, so it shouldn't make too much of a problem. Because what we need to do to get this exactly right, we need to lay out where the other 2 main posts of the garage are going to be. And then tonight, when it's a bit darker, I'm going to set up the laser till exactly 150 and just go to the top of this wall. Just because when I measure from the slab to the top of the wall, I think there's a slight dip here, only by a couple of millimeters. But I just want to double check that the top of this is exactly level at 1.5 from that post and that post. We're just doing the laser line. It's a bit darker at the moment. Oh, so Julie's nose is exactly 1.5 meters. Actually, I can just use you as a straight edge all along the line.
My Harris nose has come in useful.
So we've come down to, it's a bit darker so I can see the actual line.
So we got the tape measure out and we marked all our measurements from our drawings so we know exactly where these posts are, so we could actually get his proper laser level. And as you can see behind me, there's the laser now. Ian's just working his way along to the red line, just checking where he needs to tap it down a little bit.
When I put it straight, 1.5 there. Good, we'll go for that.
Well, we're up here super early, the mixer's going. We broke the ice on the water and there's Ian on the first mix of the day laying. Ready to empty the mixer. No, it's cold.
That's another section done. Not too bad. This is the important section because this is the one exactly 1.5 meters. So I've had to finish it here, and then I can swap the boards over a bit later, probably tomorrow morning, to finish off this corner here. And then we've just got two little tiny sections. Got to remember to take that Christmas tree down as well.
We've just removed our form boards, and it's the first time we've seen the concrete cap. That's all looking pretty good now. We're happy with this. So we're just moving on. I've cleaned the boards, I've scrubbed them, and we're going to reuse the same boards, and we're just placing them further along the wall.
The other ones I've done with the laser because they're quite important with the garage setup, but these side walls aren't as important. And also the big one for the garage I did dead flats because either side's going to be inside the bardage, the siding, but these ones I'm going to tilt slightly outwards, so any rain that comes onto the top will go down and hopefully into that French drain we're going to put in next. Like Julie did earlier, we're just scraping the excess off so we get a nice flat finish. May as well use the same boards over and over.
Having a discussion who's going around the back of the wall. We both don't want to go round.
Oh, I can't believe it rained last night.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to rain for 4 days. It makes it much stickier.
Just do something to it. Ready? Ooh, the first mix always feels heavy. It does feel heavy, doesn't it? Sorry. Tell me if you need it just a little bit more. Yeah.
Just like that, they're all off. Now that tree's been gone, we have the perfect view, oh, where is it, of St Bertrand-de-Camargue, the big cathedral, and also just there, the highest peak in the French Pyrenees, which is called Pic de Midi. If you're a cyclist, you'll know it as the Col de Tourmalet. I must say these lower walls are a lot easier to work on than the higher ones, but it's always the same. Once you get to the last one, you become pretty proficient at it, I must say. So on with my final masonry clamps, and they're both good to go. been a couple of days now, some good sun over the last few days, no rain, just it was 20 odd degrees I think yesterday. But these caps, the concrete caps you put on the final two smaller walls, they have cured. I'm rubbing my hand on them and there's absolutely nothing coming off. So we're just going to take off those final form boards, and that should be the concreting done for quite some time, hopefully, and we can get on with some metal work and and the drainage, which I keep putting off, but we'll be on to that straight after this. So let me get these boards off now. Well, I'm pretty happy with that week. That was pretty productive with doing all the concrete caps and all the gravel ready for the next part of the project, which is all the drainage behind this wall.
Again, like last time, we hired a truck so that I could go backwards and forwards to the local quarry collecting the gravel, and it has been mentioned on several comments why we do it ourselves, and purely it's down to cost and just being able to manage that amount of gravel.
The quarry is literally probably 4 kilometres from here, so what's that, 2 and a bit miles, so it's not far at all. So backwards and forwards. Julie, the guy actually on a list put all the timings down, so we were doing it, the quickest was 20 minutes and the longest was 30 minutes, and that's because she had to wait for him to come down from the blast site up the top. Thumbs up!
Yeah, give us a thumbs up!
If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and make 2023 our year, because we're going to finish this garage in the next 3-4 months. That is the plan.
That's the goal.
And then we start the house. So plenty to do. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Happy with that. So that's all the caps done now. The whole wall is complete.